What's up guys? I didn't sign off the video last night, ended up not doing any more. We just had some dinner, had a shower and just tried to get a bit of an early night. Got up a bit earlier this morning and got stuck into it. We've had a pretty big day, as is the pattern lately. We've been flat out trying to beat these storms every afternoon, so it's sort of hard to see. You guys probably wouldn't notice, but had a pretty good cleanup. Moved all that RV patrol stuff from out the front, got rid of the block and head and everything from there. The cruiser was pretty much as it was left yesterday with the new fuel pump and stuff in it. I was just waiting on oil and filter, and it's going to get that new windscreen tomorrow, so it'll be cool. But the old man and I had a pretty big day. We've cleaned up this corner over here. So this is our, without having an actual spray booth, this is our next best option. As usual, we're just using stuff that we had. So this is our creation. So we've moved everything out of this bay. The 1 tonner cab and all that other stuff's back out the back now. And this is our little spray booth area. So we've got some shelving here that we can store some stuff on. I cleaned up the rocker cover today, ready to be painted and degreased and cleaned it up. Have you ever seen an R31 rocker cover that clean? So that's pretty much ready for primer and paint. Bonnet and booter here as well. So we just run black plastic down this side along that pallet racking, and just screwed some battens up there with the plastics wrapped around the back of it, so that secures the plastic to the roof. These timbers are just to sort of stop it from swaying in the breeze. So there's a little bit of gap in the back there, just allow for airflow. We've got this front door, we set up all our lights, you can see what we're doing. And we're pretty happy with it. You can't tell because it's camera, but yeah, you get all of the breeze and shit that comes through here. As soon as you step inside here, it's nice and still, which is one of the main reasons we wanted to set it up. We don't want dust blowing in, we don't want wind and gustiness going through the place. The other thing too is the idea of the plastic in the front of it. When you're spraying like this, you get a lot of overspray. We have sprayed in the shed before without a reasonably sealed room like this, and like everything gets overspray on it. Doesn't matter what it is. Last was I think it was a mate's ute of ours. We painted it green, and like everything in this shed just had this layer of green over it for months. It's a pain in the ass. So with that, we're going to set up a couple of fans and just try and draw a breeze through this way when we're doing it. Just using fans so that we want to draw air from the back, and any fumes and overspray come out and sort of just go straight out the door. Sorry, I was holding the camera a bit weird there. That would have been a bit of a funny view. So yeah, that's what we've been working on. And we've set up some ropes here. They just run around the back, up to the roof, up to a pulley. Same with this side. And then another double pulley up here, so that when we want to open it up, that just rolls up like that. Don't stand all the way back here to do it, but that's what we're going to do just because I'm holding the camera. And I just tie it off to an anchor point, and the door's up. We can wheel the car in and out just to prep it, and then it's just as simple as rolling the door back down. Easy as you like. So yeah, we're pretty happy with that little setup. We think it should work pretty well. So I'm going to start stripping these doors, mostly this driver's door because it actually needs a repair done on the outside. It had a hole in it. So I've just started stripping it. Just got the rubber off, and yeah, I'll show you what I found in there. There's ants. Stupid ants. One thing I noticed before, once I got this rubber off, you can see here, this is previous repairs, which we've started to notice a bit of just stripping this car. We're pretty sure that someone has in the past sort of repaired this car. It looks like a lot of those rust bubbles in the roof are previous repairs, so that's why they're starting to rust again. So we've sanded them right back. We're going to repair them again, and hopefully that'll be the end of it, and they'll last a lot longer this time. Having said that, I don't know how long ago anyone did those other repairs. So yeah, Max should be, I think Max might be coming back out tomorrow, so we'll probably be getting a little bit more done. We'll probably do a bit on his car as well. But yeah, I might set camera up on the tripod and just run through just how I'm going to do the repair on this door once I get the glass and everything else out of it. And yeah, we'll see if we can learn something new. Enjoy. Righto, so it is dark and quiet, as happens out here constantly. The fucking power is out because it was raining for a little bit. Pain in the ass. So that puts a pretty solid stop to my plan to do this repair. I've got it ready. So that's the hole in that door, 2 rust holes there. All I did was just cut just a little rectangular piece of tin plate, and I've just stuck that in behind there. We'll get the welder and just basically tack that in place, grind the welds flat, and after that we'll just fill the rest up with some bog, file it flat, and no one will ever know any different. But yeah, we never know how long the power's going to be out for. It could be half an hour, or it could be until tomorrow. We don't know. So for now, I'm pretty much going to have to call it quits. So yeah, it is what it is. Bit of anticlimactic ending to the video, but you know, you get that. So stuff this. I'm probably going to have a beer. Right guys, one last thing. I know it's dark. You probably literally can't even see me. Just letting you know, power's still out. I ended up continuing on after where I was before, and I actually went and stripped the other doors. So that's our driver's door, still waiting that repair, but I've actually stripped the other 2 down there in the corner. I think you literally can't see anything on this GoPro. And yeah, this is the other passenger door. So this is how far I'm going with this rebuild. Like, I've completely stripped all the glass out, the rear quarter, glass, everything out of the door, ready to be completely repainted, redone, and I'll sort of refurb the rubbers and put them back in and stuff. And yeah, the old man came up before. He's he's not super impressed. He already reckons that I'm going way too far, but I want to do this properly if I'm going to do it at all. So we're going all in on it. So it's literally dark now, can't see a damn thing. So that's the final update for today. I'm going to call it a night now, and we'll wait for Max tomorrow and tomorrow's antics and see how we go. What's up guys, we're back. So after last night's power outage, ended up getting a pretty early night. I don't know when the power came back on overnight, but it did, luckily. So actually got a half decent sleep last night, got up fairly early. Took the Cruiser in to get its new windscreen, so I've just gotten back. Cruiser has nice, fresh as you like, uncracked, Minto, brand new windscreen, which I'm stoked about. So I went and I've got oil and filter. The rest of my ice gear rocked up, so we have new leads and new boots, and this is what I was waiting for, is socks. So those bad boys will go over the ends of the plug leads as well, just to help protect them from those manifolds, and we shouldn't have this problem pretty much ever again. So I'm going to let that cool down, because I just drove it, like an hour home. So, changing oil and stuff is good when it's warm, but full operating temp oil is not fun to deal with. So I'm just going to leave that for a couple of hours and let it cool down. Same with the leads. I'm not sticking my hand anywhere near that nonsense while it is that hot. I'm just not going to do it. So Max has been held up. He's supposed to be here this arvo. Going to get around to, now that we actually have power, just finishing this repair on this door. So as from yesterday, got our little patch piece in there, just going to weld that in, and then just grind it flat, and then it's ready to be just bogged and filed and smoothed once we're doing some other repairs. We're still putting them off at the moment because it's just too humid. We're thinking about just leaving it for this week. I've got to sort out some other stuff. I'm going to be away for the weekend, and we'll come back next week, and hopefully conditions have improved, and we'll try and get cracking on these repairs. So got the rest of the doors there. Haven't really done too much with the bonnet and boot yet. Going to concentrate on getting the shell painted first. That way I can get it out, get it back on the hoist, and I can actually keep moving forward with getting the motor in, getting the interior back in, doing all that sort of stuff while Dad can prep the doors and the bonnet and boot and the other panels and stuff like that, while I'm doing other stuff. So just to try and keep the build moving forward. Apparently it's the law of the universe that there'll be no breeze until you start either welding or painting. Then there is wind everywhere. That's what we do. It doesn't need to be fully stitch welded. Just a bunch of spot welds like that is more than enough. Next step is just to grind them back nice and flat, and then we've got a good solid surface. The structural integrity of the doors maintained, and we'll just bog swipe over the top of that. Luckily these doors are in pretty good shape. They're like, you can see along that door, even though there's a fairly flat bit there and there's a curve over the top, but in this direction they're pretty flat. Makes things really easy when you go to bog them up. And file them flat, you just get a board file, just rip it down nice and flat. Done deal. So there you have it. I'll just grab a grinder, grind that back, and that's this repair pretty much good to go. Yeah, making progress slowly, but we'll get there. That's what it looks like. Ready for bog, and it'll look good as new. No one will ever know, except for the fact that this is on YouTube. But you know, other than that, no one's gonna know.
Rightio guys, hope you've enjoyed your little video with Rex again. I've just got here. Rex has been doing a little bit of work to VEE80, getting it ready. We're coming up to Australia Day long weekend, and Rex was going away for the weekend. So he's been getting a few issues sorted with this thing that we have had. As you saw the last time we went up the beach, the plug leads sort of broke down from the heat under the bonnet, which started to arc out and it started missing, which is a real pain. So Rex has got some new ice leads, got the new fuel pump in. He went for a drive today and he reckons it's pretty much sorted that issue. It's not dropping fuel pressure like it was before, so hopefully that's all sorted. That's going to be pretty much everything with this car sorted for now, and that's pretty much one of the last teething issues we've had with it. So it's only been 2 years since it was finished, but we're finally getting to the end of all the teething issues, which is, you know, nice. There's always that teething issue period with cars. And as you saw, 31's over here in our makeshift booth. So very nice and cool in there. But the weather still just hasn't been really in favour of doing any panel work to it. Righto, so my plan for while I'm out here, probably tonight and maybe tomorrow, see how long this sort of video is going to get, is to sort out my trailer, because actually, finally, Adam is doing some things with this Cressida. So this Cressida is actually going to be, you know, moving. So I need to go move it because Adam's a bum, doesn't have a tow car or a trailer or anything. So I've got to, you know, tow his car everywhere, which is all right because he pays me for fuel. So I've got to sort out the brakes on my trailer, which has been a problem for a long time. It's been something I've been meaning to fix for ages. So I've got to sort out trailer brakes, get that thing ready to go. So I'll probably take that down tomorrow. While I'm at it, I'll take down that RB and some seats that I sold to Luke. And yeah, apart from that, I'll probably just continue going with my catch cans. So rightio, so Rex was having a bunch of fun digging around in all of his ceramic fibre, ceramic coating, ceramic exhaust strap is right, the words I'm looking for.
You fucking right.
My brain's imploding.
I thought you were having a stroke there.
Yeah, just about was. Anyway, this job's not as being as simple as Rex had hoped. It's actually really hard to get all these leads out. So these are the old ones he made out of the MSD kit. You know, good plugs, but just
nothing wrong with them.
nothing wrong with them.
Say.
It's just that the ice are a thicker lead, so they seem to have a lot more insulation for things like the heat that this thing is producing.
They're a better quality boot, better silicon.
Oh, okay, yeah, right. So there you go, guys. Apparently a better quality silicon boot, which is the issue we had with these leads. So
that's the 9mm.
Yeah, so the 9mm Pro Series ice. Because we get on the ice real hard around here, guys.
Oh, it's me fucking ice shipment showed up and out the right. Oh, you can't say that.
So anyway, hopefully these new 9mm better insulated leads with ceramic socks, with the better quality boots, hopefully it won't have this issue again. But lucky for us, Rex is going straight back up the beach with these new leads, so I'm sure we'll be able to test it out very well. But regardless of that, like how this thing does, like it's probably hard to tell from that that video. Admittedly, I got on the beverages pretty hard, so I didn't film much. But
it's funny footage though.
Yeah, it is hilarious. But yeah, that day actually, like, you know, we were at high boost in it was a king high, and it wasn't a very low tide, so there wasn't a lot of hard sand that whole day. So we spent just about all day on high boost in the soft sand, absolutely pushing this thing. And it really did cope really well for everything, just right at the end of the day, which it was right at the end of the day. We had been driving for a long time before it actually did this damage to these leads. So props to this thing. It's actually proven to be very reliable considering what we put it through. And hopefully these leads fix the last little issues we've got with it.
Look at what I bought.
Nice. Is that a little clampy vise?
Little mini vise.
No.
Obviously.
Look how cute it is.
Obviously not for doing serious vice work, but
yeah, I was gonna say, get your exhaust in there, get the grinder on it.
But for doing things like when we do bearings and stuff like that, where you need to somehow hold
your rod.
No, your micrometer.
Oh yeah,
you know,
your mic.
Set, like,
yeah, to set the ball gauge. Yep.
Yeah, just easy stuff like that, and for what we're doing here.
Which means we can actually do it when we're here on our own.
Yeah, and for setting this up to do your leads, which hopefully still fit. Yeah, perfect.
Nice. Very cool.
I don't know how effective those fucking socks are gonna be, but the other ones lasted as long as they did. They should be right.
Well, they've got to be better than the last ones, really. You know, considering that thicker leads with socks.
Yeah, it's more the boots. Better quality boots. They're smaller, so they're further away, and then having the socks on them, I mean, surely they'll be fine.
Having fun there.
Dumb ideas.
Who built this
Who the fuck built this piece of shit? What a fucking dumbass idea this was. Well, yeah, no, let's put this fucking tech screw right under a fucking exhaust runner so you can't get anything on it. Fucking idiot.
Rightio, so VEE080 here has all new plug leads with ceramic socks. Rex is in a terrible mood because the job sucked. He'd rather do the fuel pump again because it's covered in ceramic fibre from his heat wrap.
It sucks! It's so shit.
So Rex is not a happy chappy tonight. But anyway, it's done. So the cruiser's been serviced now. It's ready to go up the beach again. That's going to be pretty much where we leave this night. And I'll continue this in the morning. See you in the morning. Righto guys, we're back. Oh, we're up, I suppose. More like it. First thing on my agenda today is to sort out my trailer brakes. Like I was saying his last night. I decided not to bother taking the motor and seats down to Luke today, just because it's too much fuel and too much screwing around with the trailer. So I'll use the big bad red Rodeo to take them down another day. And apart from that, today we've just got a heap of work to do. We've got a 20-tonner being floated out this weekend to get rid of these two big rocks that are in the way of where the shed's getting extended. So those rocks over there are going to be Gonskis, and there's another one actually in the next pad which is going to get dug back with the 20-tonner as well. So we've got some stuff to move around. We're going to move all that steel that's up there. Dad's got some other things he wants the 20-tonner to do while it's here, drop a few trees and stuff. So we've got some cleaning up to do to make sure that we are prepared for that this weekend. So I'm not going to film all of that, it's going to be pretty boring, so we'll just see how we go today. Rightio guys, so we moved all that crap around. Rex is just about ready to embark on his journey. The cruiser's pretty much sorted. I had to just check the final drives in the posi track again, just because it's going to be busy moving all this dirt after this 20 tonner's digging around. And that's pretty much it. I decided not to keep going with my catch can today, just because actually for the next video, I'm going back to pick up Adam's car. So that's the other thing, I sorted out my trailer brakes, so they're sorted. So bringing Adam's car back out, we're going to fix some exhaust that we did on it from the last episode we had of Adam's car. So he's not very happy with the part that actually goes onto the diff, which we actually just squashed to get it there. He's actually made a proper piece to clear the diff that he wants to put in it. So we're doing that before it goes down to get its new ECU wired in and stuff, but we'll talk more about that on the next one. So this is going to be a short and sweet video, but I'll just add it in as an extra for this week. Pretty boring, but you know, had to do what we had to do. So cheers for watching, guys. We'll catch you on the next one.